hot. Woo! Little smokies are smoking. Would you like one? There you go. Hey guys, this is Guy from Some Guys RC. How you guys doing? Hope you guys had a nice Christmas and hopefully you'll have a happy new year. It's been a crazy one. Hey, so today we're going to talk about our little RC trucks that we got going on. We haven't done a video in quite a while. So we just kind of give you a little bit of an update. We have done a couple of projects which we didn't do videos on, unfortunately, just trying to coordinate with my cameraman. He's been working a lot of overtime and stuff, so anyway, we're going to try to do a little video here. We're going to talk about our little 24s first. We have the Jeep Rubicon, which is an AXIAL SCX 24, and one of the mods we've done on that is we've done the front diff cover, added a little extra weight there, and since we added a little weight, we want to upgrade the motor so we don't overwork the motor, so we have an upgraded motor right here, which, you know, the motor's like 18 bucks, the little weight's like 10, 12 bucks, something like that, nothing expensive. And so that helps lower the center of gravity on it. Plus, it's really hard to see, but we've done the little zip tie trick on the springs to give it like a little 2-inch lift, so to speak, according to a scale. Real cheap, easy way to lift your truck up, give you a little more clearance on the tires, a little bit more articulation on that. So that's our 1/24 scale that we have. The wife runs this one. This one I like. When I was younger, I had a 72 Chevy Pickup. And so I like the body style of this. It's got the added weight on the front diff, and as well we have the upgraded motor on that too. That's all I've done to that. It's got the factory wheels and tires on it still. And then this is Zark's. He has done a little bit more of the two than we have. He's got the brass front diff, he's got the aluminum bead locks and tires, new tires as well. He's done the spring upgrade on it, and he's also added the aluminum high clearance trailing arms. So his rig's pretty fancy, looks pretty nice, as well as doing the little spring trick on it. So it's getting pretty tricked out. I'm not sure what he's going to do next, but it's looking pretty sweet so far. And then we jump from there, we jump up to the 10th scale, which, I mean, look at the difference in the size here. It's a pretty good jump. In fact, you can put the truck on the back of the truck. It's like tiny compared to the 10 scale Slash. So anyway, this is my Slash. This is one of my first RC trucks that I bought. I think it's been like 8 or 10 years ago that I bought this. Just getting into the hobby. But anyway, so check that baby out. Obviously, this is not the first body. It's like the third body I've had on it, so I've had plenty of fun with it and done lots of modifications. Well, the body on the Slash was hammered, all broken and scratched up, pretty well used up. So we decided to put a new 2017 Raptor Body on this one, and I went with TRAXXAS' orange paint. I can't remember exactly what the color is. It's somewhere around here, but man, is it bright. And then I've got the translucent metal flake on it. And then I backed it with the orange, and then I backed that with the white paint, and then I tinted the windows with the spray tint. But unfortunately, if you can see that, you can still see some of the black from the window tint came through, even though I've had like 4 coats of paint before that. I don't know, some way the way the wind was blowing or something when I sprayed it, I don't know. But kind of disappointing there, but the rest of it I think looks pretty good. No way you're going to miss this thing out on the track. I really like the Raptor Body. Comes with some nice decals to make it look pretty realistic. Comes with, you buy the grill to go with it, you buy a new front bumper for it. And by the way, this is a 2-wheel drive Slash, so a little more challenging to drive, but it's fun. It still rips. Got a lot of modifications on this one. I'll take these screws off here. I'll show you a couple of modifications I've done on this thing. I think there's only a couple things that are stock on this truck still. New body post. Yeah, these are the screw-on caps instead of body clips, which I think makes it a nice look. Pretty sweet. Just takes a little longer to take your body off, but anyway. Then you can kind of see how I painted the white behind them. Orange paint, and you can see how I sprayed the tint in there as well. Alright, so like I said, replace the front bumper because of the different body style on it. It comes with the backer bumper on it as well. It's a standard back bumper, but this is a low center gravity chassis. I've got carbon fiber shock towers on it. I've got the jackhammer shocks on there by Proline, different body mounts. Another carbon fiber shock tower on there for you. About the only thing stock really is the transmission, and that's about, and this little white strap here. Everything else is pretty much changed. I got the aluminum steering arms put on it, and so it's fun. You can rip. You get the right tires and you get the right traction, man. It'll wheelie down the straights on a dirt track if you got it set up right. So those are some of the things I've done with. So I've even done the, if you can see in there, I've even done the bell cranks. So lots of different mods on it. Makes it fun. Handles a lot better being the lower center of gravity.
The other direction? Yeah, there we go.
Got the RPM A-arms on it all the way around. RPM side bumpers on it. Fast eddy bearings in the wheels. And beadlock rims on it from Proline. So, oh. What color were the beadlocks? Originally they were red. So I sanded them all down. And the first time I sanded them down, I just sprayed it orange, and it did not look good at all. So I sanded them down again, sprayed them white, and then painted them orange, and now they really pop just like the body. Okay, wow. Now for my next truck, we come over here. I'm going to need a crane to lift this thing. Alright. This is one of my favorite trucks. This is when I got into the scale side of crawling. It's the 79 Bronco, the TRAXXAS TRX4. This thing's a riot. It really climbs well, and I really like it because it looks so realistic when it's on film or just driving around in general. The way it behaves and everything, it behaves just like a real truck. The way it leans and stuff. Time to check my deodorant, I guess. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. So anyhow, some of the features this comes with stock is it has portal axles, so it gives you more ground clearance. It has a 2-speed transmission, so you have low and high range. You have rear locking diff, a front locking diff, and you can lock the front if you want, or you can lock the front and the rear if you want, or you can have a complete open diffs on them, just depending on what you need when you're crawling around. Some of the accessories I've put onto this. We have the old school front bumper guard on it. We've got the brass diffs on it. A little skid plate. Skid plate on the very bottom in the center. And then if we can see it, can you see that, cameraman? Mm-hmm. We got the brass on the portals, just on the outside part. And brand new, we got way up underneath, we got brass on the frame. So we've got quite a bit of extra weight in the front of this, so that'll help, you know, when you're going up the hill, it keeps the front end on the ground. And so that's pretty fun. We also put the little spare tire kit on it to make it even a little more authentic. And what really makes this thing climb really well is you see this little sticker right here? West Desert Wheeler. He knows his stuff. And we've learned a lot from him on how to do the driving and climbing. So thanks, West Desert Wheeler. Shout out to you, buddy. That's about all the mods on this one. You just reminded me, I did one more thing. I actually did the light kit on it, so it actually has the headlights. And it has the clearance lights, the tail lights, they all light up. So it's pretty fun. You can actually see pretty well. They're really bright. So at night, it's pretty easy to see your terrain. And that's fun. Also, another fun little thing that I do, we have just a little set of speakers that we can hook up to my phone. And there's actually enough room inside that I can set a speaker in it. So when we cruise around the campground and stuff, we can actually turn our tunes on and cruise through. And everybody's like, where's that music coming from? This sounds like some guy jamming out to his tunes in his Bronco. So that's kind of fun too. Now, let's check out another truck. Alright guys, so here's another truck from my collection. We're moving on to the street now, or the road, whatever you want to call it. But this is a four-wheel drive racing truck. I thought it was kind of cool just because it was a truck. I'm a truck guy. And it was on sale for a ridiculously good price. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it, right? Said you're going to twist my arm. Kind of cool because it's got the NASCAR Goodyear tires on it, which is kind of neat. And like I mentioned, it was four-wheel drive. And you can put a battery on this side. You put a battery on this side. You have a Y connector. There's two different types of Y connectors. You can get one that puts both batteries together so you have a higher voltage, or you can put it a different way to where it runs longer. And if you do it to higher voltage, this little baby rips. It goes pretty fast. I'm pretty impressed with it. It's got cantilever shocks on it. I've got the upgraded aluminum arms on there, the steering links, and that's about it. I didn't really modify hardly anything on it other than that. But it's a fun little truck for zipping around, and the tires grip pretty well. Of course, if you wanted to drift it, you put the hard plastic tires on it, you could probably drift it pretty easy. Like I say, four-wheel drive, pretty cool, fun little truck. It was cheap. I snapped it up. Why not? And I actually did convert it to a Mustang at one point, but it just wasn't quite to scale. It looked kind of cartoonish, and so I just put it back to the truck. I thought the truck looked pretty cool. Let's see what else we have in our collection, shall we? Alright, so here's another truck that I have. This is my LOSI Night Crawler. This is, I think the second truck I bought for crawling around. And anyway, actually first truck for crawling, but second truck overall. Since I bought this, as you can see by the body, I've definitely rolled it a few times, done a lot of climbing stuff with it. It's pretty fun. The articulation on this thing is insane. I mean, I can tip it that far before the back tire even comes off the table here. So it's a good, like 7-8 inches, right? Which is ridiculous. I've got it set up at full droop, so it has a little bit lower center of gravity, and also let your wheels drop a lot farther when you're going over obstacles. Let's pop the body off here. You can see what it looks like inside. Alright, besides the aluminum chassis, we got these nice blue anodized shocks, which are stock. It's got bead locks, which are stock. Some of the modifications I've done on this, I've made it so that the suspension is lower, gives you a little lower center of gravity, since there's plenty of clearance under here. And the mods I did on the tires, I put aluminum weights on the inside, so it adds weight to the tires and makes your lower center of gravity. I replaced the motor once because I burned up the first one. And then one of the fun features is not only do you have front steering, you have rear steering on it as well. So it makes you turn really sharp. It helps you get around objects. If you need to make a really sharp corner, if you need to go up a hill kind of sideways, you can kind of go up a hill sideways. So it's kind of fun that way. Not too expensive. I think it was like a $300 truck when I bought it. Cost me about $85 to get the rear steer in it. But you have to have a 4-channel radio to control it. Otherwise, if you hook the two servos together, you'll just turn the same, this way or this way. You can't turn opposite. So you'd need a 4-channel radio to steer front and rear individually. Anyway, that's one of my fun trucks. I've had it for quite a long time. Good stuff. Just fun to get out and climb rocks and whatever is out there. Like going out and hanging out with West Desert Wheeler. That's awesome. But anyway, and he's taught me how to steer better on this. Like when I first got this on the 4-wheel steer, it kept flipping over on me. And so after watching West Desert Wheeler and his 4-steer truck, I'm like, that's what I'm doing wrong. So if you need some tips and tricks on how to climb, check out West Desert Wheeler. He's awesome. Alright.
I come bearing fabulous food though.
Food. Hey, tell you what guys,
Bacon wrapped Little Smokies with some barbecue sauce and a cheese plate. So.
Well, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Well guys, that's part of my collection. I don't want to make this video too long, so I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to end the video here. Appreciate you watching. Keep in touch. Check out what's coming up next. We'll do some more cars for you. I've still got a few more to go. Have a not a Merry Christmas. Jeez, Christmas is over. Sorry. Have a Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the next video. I'm Guy from Some Guys RC. If you want, you can check out Instagram and TikTok. We'll be on there as well. like and subscribe if you would, please. Have a good one.